Shortly after arriving in Bavaria, May Day celebration was in full swing, so we pedaled to neighboring town Beuerberg at the restaurant Zur Mühle, where the festival was underway. The village maypole had just been raised the day before. A few days later, Inge arrived for a weekend from Berlin after speaking at a conference. We had great cycling weather, so we toured from Langenwies to Deggendorf, along Lake Starnberg, Häuserboy restaurant, and back home.
Thunderstorm and a blitz in 1996. And even though the tree is gone, Mary, does that look like? Look at the lake over there. This whole stretch. See, a little bit of blue. All this is Lake Starnberg. Isn't it amazing? This is such a beautifully maintained cemetery.
It is.
My grandparents. I'm so glad I have them so close by.
Yeah, it is nice.
I go over there at least twice a month, maybe not enough. Maybe it was last year, because there was a thing with Max Rabe in Mainz, and that was Mommy's hometown. So I said, oh, we have to go to Mainz. It's great. Halle, it's very special. So we saw the Wöhlets, we saw the Mannsteins we saw totally by chance. I called from the hotel, and we would just go. So while we parked the car at the church, all of a sudden,
at Häuserboy, we saw advertisements for a chainsaw art contest the coming weekend by Penzberg. So we checked it out. The place sounded like a convention of mad hornets on steroids. Our favorite guy was Holtz Willy from Austria. I loved his name since the Brits refer to Willy as the anterior male genital urinary appendage, and the Germans commonly call this appendage a Holtz when in a randy, erect state.
Speed contest to see who can make the prettiest sculpture in a set period of time. So we're going to see who the winner is after this.
An ambulance was prudently on duty in case some fingers or arms were accidentally amputated. Here's my boy Holtz Willie at it again. The setting was idyllic, with a beautiful chapel having a majestic backdrop of the Bavarian Alps. This being our 50th anniversary, we set out to retrace our Bavarian skiing honeymoon. After the wedding in Indianapolis, we flew to Munich, rented a car, and embarked to Austria. After dinner at the Post Hotel in Munich here, the weather became fierce, so we had to stay overnight early before our destination in Lermus, Austria. The first place we found was Sport Hotel Loisach. Here's our picture the morning after our first night together, and here we are at the same spot 50 happy years later. Our actual honeymoon hotel was closed for much needed renovation, so Ulla found a totally spiffy spa hotel in the same town called Moor Lifetime Resort, a really posh spa. The views from our hotel of the meadows and the backside of the Zugspitze were breathtaking, and bicycles were available, so off we went. The next day we hopped onto our bicycles and pedaled through the meadows. Later we became more venturesome and did a full-day tour of the Austrian lakes and mountain passes, some of which had been used by Roman legions coming to conquer Germania. The going wasn't always easy, and we actually had to shove and carry bikes up and down some of the paths.
Yep.
After Lermos, we drove down to Italy to a spa called Castel Frogsburg, hovering in vineyards high above the city of Merano. Here's a view from our hotel's restaurant above the vineyards below. Hiking some distance above Frogsburg, we came across a charming restaurant greeting us with llamas and exotic tropical birds. A pet donkey was accompanied by a beautiful and charming Gianna Forst, heiress to the local brewery in Merano. The evening entertainment was a super boogie-woogie pianist, Sylvain Zing from Switzerland, with his talented entourage. They invited Ulla and me to get out there and cut the rug with them.